Hello there, my name's Tracy Elsom and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in Canada. Today I want to show you a quick project using the envelope punch board. It's a great tool to have and you can make lots and lots of different envelopes and also little boxes. But I want today to show you how to make a gift card envelope, which is a different size to the ones that are actually printed onto the board. So to start, what I need to do is to cut my paper, and I've worked out for a standard size gift card you need a piece of paper. I'm using designer series paper here, and you need it 5.5 inches square. So there's my piece of paper cut and ready. Now to make the envelope, I have a scoring tool inside the envelope punch board, and I've actually put a little sticker on my board here to remind me. I cut it at 5.5 by 5.5 and score at 2 3/8. And what that means is along the top here you have a series of measurements. So I'm going to put the left hand edge of my designer series paper to the 2 3/8 mark. Punch and then score gently. Turn it around and then put this little mark here up against that score line. Punch and gently score. So once you've got that first measurement, you don't need to actually measure anything else. You're just lining up this mark here with that score line. And there we go. So we've punched and we've scored all 4 lines, and that's all we need to do. So now, well, in fact, it's not quite. On the reverse of this, where we've got this notch here that's been cut by the board, if I was to put my paper in the back there, it creates a rounded corner. So this is a great dual purpose tool. If you don't have a corner rounder, there you go. I've got one now. So now all I'm going to do is, with the notch side, I'm going to use this tool to just gently sharpen those creases. It doesn't take much because this isn't card. It's thicker than standard paper, but it's not as thick as card. So now to make the envelope, very quickly, sure I've got my fuse in place, and a little bit there, turn it over and stick it down, and there's the envelope. It's as simple as that. There's a gift card, and you can just fit it in like that. To seal it, you can, once you've put your gift card in, you can use a little bit of fuse, you can use Tombow, or you can use just a mini glue dot, and that will hold the envelope nice and tight. So that's how you do it. Okay, so there's the envelope. It's a bit boring, so we'll jazz it up a little bit. What I'm going to do is, I've got some garden green card, and I'm going to use a die from the Card Front Builder Thinlits. I like to keep my framelits and my thinlits in a stamp case like this. This is a magnetic sheet, self-adhesive, and I put that into the case, stick it to the case, and then all my dies stick on there. I can pull the dies out quite easily when I need them, and then they sit nicely on my bookcase with my stamps. So now let's bring in my big shot, well worn. So we'll just put a little piece of garden green card and the die, put that together and just run it through here. Hear a little bit of creaking and cracking, that's quite normal with the big shot. Get that out of the way, and there are my little trees, all nicely cut out. So now to finish off, I have a stamp from the Labels to Love stamp set. It's this to and from. I've mounted it onto a clear block, and I'm just going to stamp that using some garden green ink, but I want to give myself an idea of exactly where to stamp it. So there's the pieces that I die cut, so I need to do it over towards this side. Garden green ink, very gently, straight up and straight down. There you go. So that's done. Let's turn that over and we'll attach it to a piece of gold glimmer paper with a few Stampin' dimensionals. Glimmer paper is a little bit tricky to get things to stick to, so dimensionals work very well. So that's my favourite way of attaching to them. So we'll mount that onto there, like that. Fast fuse on there. Here's my gift card envelope. We'll just stick that down like that. And then with another couple of dimensionals, I'm going to put the trees on there. But before I do that, just want to give these trees a little bit of dimension. They're green, but they're very plain. So I've got some garden green ink, I've got a little bit of sponge. And I'm not really sponging, I'm more sort of tapping. I don't know if you can see that now. That has a little bit more depth to it than the original garden green. And that's the same card, cut out exactly the same way, one with garden green ink on it and one without. So all I need to do now is add a few more Stampin' dimensionals. Just like that. And attach that to there. And there's my gift card holder. So I hope that's been useful for you. It's very possible to make a gift card holder, a gift card envelope using the envelope punch board, and I'll put all the measurements for this on my blog. I hope to speak to you again soon. Bye.